Sad news. Alex Eala's tough battle ends. What's next for this rising star? The streets of Osaka were quiet the morning after. A thin mist hung in the air, softening the city's edges, as if nature itself wanted to console the defeated. Inside her hotel room, overlooking the Yodo River, Alex Eala sat by the window, wrapped in a loose hoodie, a cup of green tea cooling in her hand. The previous night's match replayed in her mind like an unskippable film. The serves, the rallies, the near misses, the final handshake. It wasn't supposed to end this way. Not so soon. She had trained, planned, visualized. Yet the reality was brutal. Her 2025 Japan Open campaign was over. Defeat always leaves a heavy silence, one that no words can fill. But in that silence also lives reflection, and reflection is where champions are reborn. Alex took a deep breath. She knew this wasn't the end. It was simply another chapter in her long, unfinished story. The match that shook Osaka tennis. On paper, the matchup looked exciting but manageable. The Filipino pride, Alex Eala, already a two-time ITF champion and a consistent top 60 WTA player, versus the explosive Czech teenager Teresa Valentova, known for her aggressive baseline game and unpredictable style. From the first ball, Osaka's Maruzen Intec Arena buzzed with energy. Filipino flags waved proudly in the stands, chants of Laban Alex echoing across the court. She had fans everywhere now, proof of her growing global presence. The first few games went according to plan. Alex's movement was crisp, her return sharp, but Valentova had fire in her eyes and ice in her veins. She started hitting lines with uncanny precision, forcing Eala to defend deep behind the baseline. By the fifth game, the momentum had shifted. Valentova's pace was overwhelming. Eala's timing faltered. Before long, the first set was gone, 6-2 to the Czech prodigy. Eala regrouped, fought hard in the second set, but the story repeated. Power trumped patience. Valentova closed it out 6-4. When the final point landed out, the crowd rose in bittersweet applause. Alex bowed her head, then smiled with a heartbreak. The kind of smile only true fighters know how to wear. The aftermath, between grace and grit speech balloon. Minutes after the match, in the players' lounge, reporters waited. A young journalist asked softly, "Alex, what went wrong out there today?" Eala took a moment before answering. Her tone was calm, but her eyes betrayed the emotional fatigue. Teresa played incredible tennis. I tried to adjust, but sometimes you just have to accept that your opponent was better on the day. I'll learn from this. It was a short quote, but it spoke volumes. Even in disappointment, she exuded grace. Behind the scenes, her team huddled to review footage. They noted technical adjustments, serve patterns, and physical fatigue signs. But what stood out most wasn't a flaw. It was her mental resilience. She never gave up, her coach said quietly. Even at 2-5, she kept believing. And that belief, though not rewarded with victory, is what keeps a rising star from fading. The journey so far, a rising flame fire. To understand the weight of this loss, you must understand how far she's come. Alex Eala's tennis journey began in Manila, where as a 5-year-old, she chased fuzzy yellow balls under the tropical sun. She wasn't the tallest or strongest, but she had something rarer. Focus. By age 12, she was already competing internationally. By 15, she had won her first junior Grand Slam doubles title. By 18, she turned pro, and the Philippines had its new sporting hope. Her rise wasn't meteoric. It was methodical. She built her game brick by brick, footwork, discipline, mindset. Each tournament, win or lose, added another layer to her maturity. The world saw glimpses of brilliance. Her upset over Madison Bringle, her near win against Jung Chin-won in Tokyo, her 2024 quarterfinal run in Thailand. But with every victory came new expectations. Every loss was magnified. Every stumble became a headline. That's the double-edged sword of being a young tennis star. Success brings spotlight, and the spotlight can burn. Osaka, the turning point cyclone. While some called Osaka a disappointment, those close to Alex saw it differently. A turning point. Her physicality was improving. Her on-court maturity, visible. What she needed now wasn't more talent. It was refinement. During practice the day after a loss, her coach adjusted her drills. Deeper returns, faster recovery footwork, sharper transition plays. They weren't moping. They were already rebuilding. Losses are data. Her coach reminded her. Every missed shot teaches you something. Eala nodded. She had learned to detach emotion from failure. Because in tennis, as in life, growth doesn't come from comfort. It comes from pain. Fans react. From Manila to Madrid, Globe showing Age Australia. The news of Eala's exit spread quickly. Social media exploded with a mixture of sadness and pride. Twitter/X. Still proud of you, Alex. Keep fighting. Philippines flex biceps. #Eala Rising. Instagram. Losses don't define you. Your heart does. We believe in you. In Manila, sports commentators praise her for representing the country on such a grand stage. It's not just about winning titles, said one analyst. It's about showing the world that Filipinos belong in global tennis. Alex is doing that every time she steps on court. Even international players took notice. Coco Gauff, a good friend from the junior circuit, left a supportive comment. Keep your head high, Alex. You're built for this. It wasn't just consolation. It was recognition from peers who knew exactly how it felt to lose on a big stage. Inside the mind of a competitor brain. Sports psychology tells us that the most successful athletes don't avoid pain. They transform it. After Osaka, Alex spent hours journaling. She wrote about her emotions, her thought process mid-match, the moment she hesitated, and the moment she fought back. Her notes were raw, honest. I need to trust my instincts more. Don't play safe when behind. Breathe before pressure points. These weren't regrets. They were self-diagnoses, a roadmap toward the next step. Her team planned to bring in a mental conditioning coach before the next tournament. Someone who could help her sharpen her focus and manage the weight of expectations. Because being a great player isn't just about hitting winners. The phoenix within Dove, every athlete faces a crossroads. Give up or rise again. For Alex Eala, there's no question. She's a phoenix, burning, breaking, and being reborn with every match. Her story isn't about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about the courage to dream big, the humility to fail, and the will to try again. When history remembers her, it won't be for a single loss in Japan. It'll be for how she turned heartbreak into hunger, and hunger into history. Epilogue. The road ahead airplane. As her plane departed Japan, the city lights faded into the distance. Alex gazed out the window, her earbuds playing soft instrumental music. The world outside was quiet, but inside her, a fire was roaring. Osaka was over. The pain was real, but so was the dream. This isn't the end, she whispered. It's the beginning of something stronger. And somewhere, in the echo of that determination, the spirit of a future champion stirred. Because that's who Alex Eala is, not just a tennis player, but a story in motion. And this story is far from finished. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.